firefighters, first responders, professionals of all kinds that I've talked to, with anyone who works in a situation where they have a time-critical circumstance and they have to respond correctly and positively. Your training takes over in ways that you never think it would. You put your mind on autopilot, and you know what to do. But you know, this event had so much more meaning for people around the world than I thought was warranted by the simple story that was unfolding on the TV screens. More meaning than it was to me. And for a long time, I didn't understand. I didn't see why everyone was so riveted by this story. You know, we were faced with a situation. We did our jobs, worked out because of the circumstances involved. But I didn't experience this like everyone else did because I didn't see it on TV. I was there. For a long time, the five of us were on the inside, and everyone else in the world was on the outside. All the excitement seemed to happen around us. But I came to see that people understood more than they saw. Much of it, I think, is the principles that people read into the story. Overcoming adversity, hope, helping one another. You know, values that we all believe in, but we sometimes wonder if still exist in the world. 1549 came along at a time which, you remember, was very bad. People were searching for good in the world. At a time when bad news absolutely dominated our lives. And when the world saw on their television screens these people of New York City come together and join forces to save us on the river, it was a reminder that in a world that seemed to be coming apart, there still existed that basic goodness within us, the instinct to reach out without a thought and help somebody in need. But most of all, I think it was that people identified with us, with the people, because no one was a Hollywood movie star or a famous politician. We were the people right next door. The world could see themselves in the faces and words of the passengers, the crew, the firemen, the helicopter pilots. You know, when Sully came back to work after about 9 months or so, I went back to work right away. My wife had enough of me around the house after about 2 months after 28 years of an airline driver. But when Sully came back to work, we recreated the flight from LaGuardia to Charlotte, completing the journey. And a number of passengers came with us to share the event. It was a real circus. Press conferences, helicopters in the air, filming every moment, live coverage on most TV networks. And once we left LaGuardia and we were up at altitude in the cockpit, where the media coverage couldn't follow, and it was just the two of us. You know, I asked Sully if he would do it all over again. Knowing what he knows now after 9 months, if he had a choice, would he be in an airplane again? Because I can tell you, I can't imagine what it would be like for Sully. Instantly jumping from anonymous airline pilot to media celebrity, being wined and dined by foreign heads of states, speaking to top-level CEOs, writing books, and having your opinion recorded. It must be a tremendous amount of pressure. I know what little taste of it I had. I am very happy to slip back into my anonymous little life. Being a celebrity is not something for amateurs. But when I asked him if he would do it again, you know, he thought about it and he said, you know, for a long time, I thought this was an absolute curse. But he said, then I realized, you know, the good that had come of it, both for himself and for the world. So many people read so much into this circumstance. And he said that, he says he would do it again if he had the choice. But then he asked the same thing of me. And I told him, with my little life, I said, yeah, without hesitation or thought, I said, I'd do it all over again. Because I've gained something that I consider to be extremely valuable, a perspective that I never had before. You know, I watch people get wrapped up in the minor details of their lives, the minutiae, like my wife going through menopause. And she gets so excited and wrapped up about the smallest little things. And you know, there are things that I used to care about as well, but they just don't seem important to me anymore. And you know, I realize that no matter how much we try to plan our lives, they unfold around us in remarkable and unexpected ways. Joy and sorrow, laughter and tears, we navigate through it all. And no matter how dark